Welcome back. A new survey from the American Association of Endodontists is finding that Americans do care a lot about keeping their teeth nice and clean.
They sure do, but many still don't take all the necessary steps to keep them healthy. Maria Kate has much more over at the safety desk.
Well, we hear it all the time. Getting to the root of good dental hygiene means that you have to see your dentist. But there is a new study showing that not everyone is doing that. But for more on this, let's bring in Dr. Katz from the American Association of Endodontists. Thanks for being here, Stephen. When we start, can you tell everybody a little bit, what are some of the most surprising findings from this survey?
We did a survey recently that asked 3 questions. When do you go to the dentist? How often do you floss your teeth? And how important is it to save your natural teeth? The answers were really very interesting. Almost 40% of patients that were surveyed said they only go to the dentist when they're having pain. Almost 60% of patients said they don't floss their teeth regularly. But interestingly, almost 90% of patients realize how important it is to save your natural teeth and how that leads to better overall health.
A lot of people say that they don't go to the dentist, maybe because they're a little bit scared to go. Why do you think that is? And I guess what are the dentists doing to calm their fears?
It's an irrational fear. I think it used to be that going to the dentist was more uncomfortable, and also patients associated what brought them to the dentist with what actually occurred at the dentist. But that doesn't happen anymore.
Now, you mentioned there was that percentage of people who waited to go to the dentist until they started to feel that pain. Why is it important not to wait that long and just go?
What happens is that leads to bigger problems. If you're proactive, more often than not, you can avoid problems with your teeth. But if you do notice swelling or pain, or if you break a tooth, that's really the time to seek the care of an endodontist.
Why is it important for people to save their natural teeth, and what are some things that everybody can do to take care of them?
Sure. Saving your natural teeth is really so very important. Nothing looks, functions, or feels like natural teeth. It's important for speaking, for eating, and for that all-important smile. You know in your business how important it is to have those beautiful, perfect teeth. We know that when patients take care of their teeth, that overall their health is much better. And in fact, we have many patients that are in their 90s and 100s, and they have most all of their natural teeth.
Some really great tips. Thanks again for being here, Stephen. As always, we're going to have all of this information for you up on our website, firstalert6.com. We'll send it back to you.
All right, we are on First Alert.